Hey guys, what is going on? This is the GTA Wise guy and welcome back to another GTA 5 video. Now in this one, what we're going to be doing is taking a look at the car that you suggested that I go and do down in the comments section of one of my previous videos. Now in the previous video I said if we get 1,000 likes on it, I'll go and create it, and we have. Now this car is actually the Futo Widebody GT Custom, and I've decided to do a hatch for it as well, and the top comment actually suggested that I do a widebody tofu delivery machine, which I've gone and done. I'll show you guys some of the customization that I've got for it. I did get a bit carried away, so I apologize for the weight on this, but you can already see that it's got a bit of wide body on it. It's got stretched tires, it's got the hatchback, which I'll open in a minute, and some other bits and bobs which I'll be showing you guys in a second. Now like always, I always get you guys to go and comment down below what you'd like to see me build next. Now what you guys actually just suggested in the previous video is that I go and create a benefactor Schwarzer widebody. So if you guys want to see me go and build that, if this video reaches 1,500 likes, I'll go and create it. Like with the previous video, I said if we get 1,000 likes, we'll go and create the Futo, and you completely smashed it with that last one. So if this one reaches 1,500 likes, I'll go and create the benefactor Schwarzer widebody. And as always, comment down below what you'd like to see me do next in the video after that. But I'll just show you guys some of the changes that I've done in terms of what I've actually changed from the original Futo. So with the original Futo, you can see where the two-tone on the wide body is, and it doesn't actually follow the arches where it does on the normal A86 in real life, which is this car is based off. So you can see the actual two-tone color follows the arches, and you'll notice that these arches as well are actually sticking out quite a bit more than the arches on the standard Futo. Now you'll notice that there's some stretched tires on there as well, which actually match up with the actual arches. But there's another body kit, which means you can have some really nice fitment and tuck the lip into it if you want to. I've just made the tires stretch like that so that it works for both kits. Now of course we've got the hatchback and the longer window, whereas on the old Futo it's actually a coupe. Now I'll open this up for you. So if we open up the menu and we open up the trunk, you can see it pop up. We'll close it again. So I actually had to do a lot of work changing the actual chassis model of the car, and actually changing the interior and stuff like that to make it work. But you can see we've got I've even gone through to the detail of putting like little rubber bump stops on it. You can see there's two little rubber bump stops. You can see we've got a little Futo GT bit going along the back of the headrest there. Took me a while to actually get this to work, but I think it's turned out all right. Now when I open the hatch as well, you'll notice there's actually some suspenders there. Now these aren't animated, they don't move when you bring the hatch up, but I've just done a sneaky little trick so that when you bring it down, it will just like hide itself underneath the roof lining of the car. Now I could have done it a lot further down, but when the boot actually goes down, you'll actually see it sticking out there through the side of the window. So they're just little ones at the top, just a bit of extra detail there. And I've done some custom wheels for it as well, 6-star wheels. I'll get a bit closer to them later on. Got a GTA Wise guy and 6-star crew actual tire writing on there as well. That's pretty much it. The wide arches, the actual hatchback, and I've done a bunch of customization parts which we'll actually get into now. So let's jump in the car and we'll go into Benny's and we'll get customizing it. So first things first. Front bumpers, we've still got all the old parts from the old Futo, even the rally one, and the retro racer kit. This actually fits a lot better if you guys have noticed on the old Futo. If you put the retro racer kit on, the fitment's really quite bad. So you could put this one on if you want to, but for this one we're not going to do it. But you can see at the back there as well, the old arch is sticking out, but it blends with it quite nicely, so it's all right with that, I suppose. And then we've got the 6-star Wild Sprint splitter. Now this is actually an add-on mod as well and a replace version, but I do recommend if you guys are on PC using this mod that you use the add-on mod because it's got all these extra parts for it, and some parts don't work with the old Futo. So that's why I've got the custom writing there as well, which took a while to figure out. But you can see we've got the bolt-on tofu chariot fenders. So this is a wide body. It's based on the N2 wide body kit, whereas the normal one is based on the run free kit for the A86, if you guys know much about them. But we'll just go with the standard one for now, and we'll go with the other wide body in a minute. We'll make 2 builds for it. And then we've got the old Futo bumpers as well, with the drift arm, and we've got the 6-star Wild Sprint extension. So again, that's based on the run free kit, and it comes out a bit more at the side and meets the arches quite nicely there. So we'll throw that on. And the exhaust, these are just all the standard exhausts. I quite like how they are on the standard Futo, so we'll throw that race exhaust on. the skirts. So we've got the stock skirts for the Futo, and then we've got the Wild Sprint skirts again, which complete the kit. Now roll cage as well. You'll see a Fujiwara decal there, which is actually the secondary paint of the car, which comes on with the roll cage. It's just on that door. I decided to do a GTA spoof of it because in Initial D, which a build I'll do in a minute is based off, the Fujiwara decal is actually on the other side of the car, and it's right-hand drive. So for left-hand drive, I'll put it on the other side of the car as well, and it doesn't actually say whatever it says in Japanese. I've done my own little thing for it. So if you guys can translate that, feel free to do so, but we'll take a look at that again in a minute. On the grill, we've got the normal Futo grills, but I've also got this retro grill that I've done as well. So it's sort of like got a yellow tinge to it. It's a bit dated on it. There's some extra lights behind it as well. So we'll throw that on for now. The hood, we've got we'll throw these are just like the standard hoods again, but we'll throw the carbon hood on for our tofu build in a minute. And we've also got the trim pieces. So on the old Futo, these are just like rubber trim pieces which come with the car, and you can't actually remove them. It doesn't make it look clean. So if you want a nice clean build, just one color, no trim pieces sticking off it, you can just leave them off. They come on the car without them, so they don't come with the car, sorry, but you can add them when you actually go to the roof. So obviously you don't get the roof spoil like you do with the old Futo. Now this isn't on the replace version, so you'll have to have the add-on version to have these trim pieces. So we're going to leave them off for this build. We'll throw them back on for our tofu build in a minute. And we've also got this 6-star chunky ducktail. Now I could have done with making this a bit bigger. I might make a separate one, but for now I think it's okay. It's the right size, and I spent a while trying to make it fit the hatch quite nicely. Now respray, we'll go for a clean build. And there was actually a Futo in the 6-star trailer which was just completely all red, and the actual run-free A86 in real life is like kind of like they're normally like all red, so we'll go for a clean build that way. So we'll go for Formula Red. Right, so we've got our clean build there. Now we'll go and spawn in our other Futo. So if you want to spawn it in with the add-on version, it's going to be Futo 2. Now, as you guys suggested, let's get on to making our wide body tofu delivery machine, which you guys suggested in the previous video. So we've got the 6-star bolt-on tofu chariot fenders. So obviously this is just a bumper option, but it will put the actual wide body onto the front arches and onto the rear of the car as well. And we've also got an oil cooler on the front there as well, which goes back up into the car. Just sticking off the front. And I've also got a custom 6starcrew.com plate with my GTA Wise Guy vanity thing there. Now, unfortunately, I don't know why it's not working, but you can see we've got the plate there, which you can change, but the font text doesn't work. So there should be text there, and I've tried many things to try and get it to work, but it doesn't work for some reason. Now, talking of 6starcrew.com, I'm actually going to be doing a giveaway. So I'll leave a link to our Twitter down in the description. I'm doing a giveaway on my Twitter, on my personal Twitter, and on the 6-star crew Twitter as well. So I'm giving away a hoodie, a shirt, stickers, a baseball cap on the 6-star crew Twitter, and a snapback over on my Twitter as well. So you can enter both of them. Just retweet and follow the pinned tweets on there. There'll be a link in the description, and it runs through until Tuesday next week. Anyway, without further ado, let's get carrying on making this build. The Wild Sprint extension on the back. Now, all the other parts actually work for this as well. So you can see if we throw on the 6-star Wild Sprint skirt, it meets up with that body kit at the back there. Roll cage. So we're going to throw on the roll cage and Fujiwara decal there. We'll put the retro grille on. Hood, throw on the carbon hood. Now I might do a secondary color hood because you might not want the carbon one. The trim pieces this time, we will throw those on. The 6-star chunky ducktail, of course. We're going to do the primary color of frost white, and the secondary color will go for a black. So this is based on, this is like an extreme version of the Initial D A86. With a little Fujiwara decal on the side there on the door. Now, I've actually never seen Initial D, so I am sorry. I'm sure a lot of you guys watching this are Initial D fans and you've seen the whole series, but I'll probably have to get on to watching it after this. So I'm not entirely down with the memes. I was going to do a little showcase with this with a bit of Eurobeat on it, but unfortunately I've not had time to do it, and I want to move on to my next project. We'll throw on some frost white wheels. You can see the 6-star center caps there as well. They are actually 3-piece ones, and we've got a chrome lip, and we'll take a closer look at them in a minute. And these are actually bolt-on fenders as well. You can see the studs. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the build. We'll head outside and we'll get to showing you guys the actual custom drifting handling that I've done for this. Now the Futo drifts okay in online as it is normally, but with this mod, it was like this Sentinel one that I used in my previous video. It works quite nicely with the Futo. It gets a bit insane that you can end up going like stupidly quick with the with this mod. If you go in a straight line, it can get to like 300 miles an hour, for example. We're already at 100. 150. Oh dear. Right, so I've just decided to jump into the editor quickly so I can actually show you guys around the car a little bit. We can see that there's actually some mad steering lock on this. So with this custom handling, I've got it to 67 degrees steering lock, so it's quite mad. We'll just move this forward a bit. Going around the car a little bit, we can actually see that the trim pieces actually go into the wide body a little, and we've actually got some chrome studs on this. So you can see, you can't really see because of the black, but there's actual rivets in the kit. If we get the lighting on it there a bit, you can see where there's a little indent where the actual stud goes into. We can see where the kit curls over. Now, I haven't actually changed the suspension on this, but it does tuck. You can see where the actual lip lines up with the actual body kit. So once you lower this properly, it does actually tuck quite nicely. Now, for the wheels, obviously, we've got stretch tires with the GTA Wise Guy and 6-star crew tire writing on there. Gone for a bit of a retro style, and there was a build that inspired me quite a lot, which was on Speed Hunters. It's down in the description, which actually has this N2 body kit. Now, the normal wide body that spawns with this car is actually based on the Run Free kit as well. But for the wheels as well, we've got the custom 6-star crew wheels, the 6-star crew center caps as always. Now, these are actually based on Workmeister's CR01s. They're normally quite small wheels for smaller cars, like the A86. They've got a 4-stud pattern. Now, I've got the 3-piece studs on the wheel as well, which are actually the color of the wheel. So when you change that wheel, it will change the studs around it as well. And I've also got a chrome dish to go with it. So custom wheels as well, modeled by me, obviously along with a kit and everything else that goes with it. And without further ado, we'll get on to actually drifting the car. So just before we get into this toge section, I'm just going to show you guys what it's like when it's lowered. So if we put competition suspension on, you can see we've got quite a nice tuck. Rather than the old body kit following the curve of the stretched tire, this one actually meets the lip. But if we want to go even further, I'll leave a link to this mod down in the description. I've shown you guys a few times. We'll change the front camber to make it a bit drift car, bring the track width out a bit. So we'll lower it so it's tucked nicely with the lip. You can see we've got a nice tuck there, and at the back the lips meet in the actual arch quite nicely. Well, now we'll raise it a little bit because obviously we want it to be a bit functional. We don't want it clipping through the arches too much. And yeah, we're good to go. So I'm going to try and hit this toge section as best I can, but normally when I'm talking, when I'm doing videos and I'm drifting, I'm not very good. So this is a custom handling file that I've built myself. We've got 67 degrees steering lock on the front. It does get a bit wild if you just go in a straight line. It does reach like 300 miles an hour, but if you're going sideways, it works just fine. Now, of course, on GT Online, the normal Futo does drift quite nicely. It is a bit slow, but it is a good learner drifting car if you guys are wanting to drift in GT Online. And a more advanced car would be like the Banshee or the Rapid GT. But bringing like drifting handling like this to GTA would be so good. I don't think Rockstar are going to do it for this game. Maybe for GTA 6. As much as I want tuners and Outlaws to be a thing, I just don't think Rockstar have the resources to do it with GTA 5 yet. I'm sure they're pretty much full swing on GTA 6. And the handling guys are... Oh dear. Yeah, that's a problem with this mod. Once you come off the power, it will just sort of like straighten out. Even though you've got your wheel turned, it won't. It's like it's hard to recover. This is a section that I like to do quite a lot. Right, we'll try that again and we'll try and run that entire rail. Probably not going to happen, so I'm going to stay quiet while I try and do it. I'm going to sweat it out and we'll try and boss that section. Bit of handbrake. I need more angle going into that where the bend gets a bit more intense there. Oh! That was pretty sick. I'm going to say that was pretty sick. Oh, no, I f***ed it coming out. My ego's too big. Right, let's try and run this rail. Ooh, cheeky wall tap. Shout out to the slap train. Yeet. Ooh, another wall tap. This handling works perfectly for this section. throw it out wide, go around here, bring it back in. It's a bit steep, this one, a bit of a downhill as well. Oh, another cheeky wall tap. There's plenty of the slap train going on in this video. Oh, that was close. Alright, so coming up to the last section, we'll bring it back down to the East Highway. Yeah. So that is the problem with this mod. If you're not hooking it up properly and you're not managing your throttle, like I'm not doing in this section here, if you're not managing it properly, it will straighten out, and it can be quite hard to recover. Coming up to the last section, I can't. Lost it. Manji up to the last section. I can never say, is it Manji or is it Manji? I don't know how you say it. Right, anyway guys, that is pretty much all for this video. I'm sweating, I've got my window closed and my door closed so there's no background noise, and my fan's off, and it's sweltering here in the UK. I'm not used to the heat, but yeah. Anyway guys, that's pretty much all for this video. Thanks for watching. Remember to comment down below what car you'd like to see me do next, and as soon as you reach 1,500 likes, I'll go and do the benefactor swatcher. Anyway guys, that's pretty much all for this video. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.